this Sunday is going to be Mother's Day. Yay, happy Mother's Day if you're a mom. Or happy Mother's Day to your mom if you're a child. Yes. Oh yes, that made sense. Um, so I thought I would talk about moms and motorcycles. Moms and motorcycles historically don't get along. For some reason, mothers don't like their kids going fast on things that can kill them. Although it's rarely the motorcycle that kills them, it's more often the car. So, anyway, but my mom, actually, is pretty cool with the idea of me on a motorcycle, or at least she was. The first motorcycle. Because unlike a lot of other people's moms, my mom was a hippie in the 70s, and she actually had her motorcycle license. She never actually owned a bike, but she was able to operate one, and one of her good friends, he had a bike that he had inherited from his father, that he recently just put a lot of money into getting restored and is now riding it again. But he was riding that bike in the 70s. And so sometime in the 70s, my mom actually rode on the back of his bike from, I think, North Dakota to Baltimore. May have been South Dakota to Baltimore. Either way, that's a long trip to do on a bike. So I don't know, that was pretty... So when I told her I was getting a bike, she actually was going to do the MSF class with me. And we were going to learn how to ride again together. She was going to get her license reissued and whatnot when I was getting my first license. But then, unfortunately, she was diagnosed with cancer, and she told me not to wait, just go ahead and get mine. And I think she was still kind of contemplating getting hers until the chemo. But then the chemo was so bad that she wasn't strong enough to ride. You don't have to be super strong to ride, but you do have to have some strength. And chemo really takes a toll on the body. And luckily she's okay. She has since recovered from the cancer, from the chemo, and everything like that. But right about that time, when she was getting fully recovered, I had my crash, and she has since decided that she thinks motorcycles are a little too scary. But I will say this for her, she still supports me in riding. As far as buying me, when I ask for things for Christmas that are motorcycle related, she doesn't just immediately go, no, no, no. She bought me my windscreen, my sport touring windscreen here by Zero Gravity for Christmas this year, and I don't know, she's paid for a couple other things, gloves and whatnot. She's big on buying me protective gear. So I would say if you're going to try and talk your mom into letting you ride, and she's not a rider, I would tell her that you're approaching it as safely as possible, like by taking the MSF class and wearing gear, things like that, because those things, one, can save your life, and two, can make a mom feel a lot better. So, and then, it was kind of silly, but she liked to follow me for the first part when I was first learning to ride, which I don't really blame her for, because it honestly kept a lot of tailgaters off my rear end. But that was something that she did until she felt that I was comfortable on the bike. So, I don't know, maybe that's what your mom needs, is to follow you around, make sure that you're not being crazy, being stupid. Actually, the first time that I went out on the road, and she was following me, I passed my first biker, and he did a biker wave, and I wasn't balanced enough to actually wave back yet. Woo! Hey, what are you doing? Was not expecting him to pop out of that driveway like that. Woo! That was exciting. But anyway, so first time I was out riding, passed my first biker, got my first biker wave, and I was like trying to take my hand off the handlebar, but I was so nervous because I was so unbalanced. And she saw me doing it, and when we got to our stop, she like freaked out a little bit. She's like, "You don't need to be taking your hand off." And I was like, "I have to, it's the microwave." She's like, "No, it's not worth it." So, that was kind of a fun story, but she's been very supportive, very encouraging as long as I'm safe. And she knows that I'm trying my hardest to be as safe as possible, so yeah. Anyway, my mom's awesome. I hope your mom is equally awesome, and happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Until next time, ride safe.